Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about hypergamy. I see that it's becoming such a hot topic, especially over the last year. So I definitely want to go ahead and chime in it here on this channel. So welcome to my channel if you are new. And if you are returning, you know how we like to address topics around here. We're going to do it from our emotional maturity. We are going to do it with common sense. We are going to be in our logic as well. All right. So, people stand on the left field with hypergamy, meaning they don't agree with it. Some of them on the right field, they are pro hypergamy. And then there's some people sitting on the fence that need some more information, don't even know what it is and such. All right. So let's talk about what hypergamy is. All right. Hypergamy is stemming from social science here, and it is basically just stating that a woman's natural, fundamental core instincts is going to draw her to the man, the best man that she can get. It's basically the whole idea that a woman wants to partner up with, wants to connect with, wants to marry, wants to settle down with the best man that she can get. All right. So a lot of people call this marrying up. She wants the man to be the head of the household. She wants him to be stronger financially than she is. This is stemming from the core principles that a woman wants to be provided and protected for. We don't want to feel vulnerable as we settle down in life, as we have children with our partner and extend his bloodline. We want to know that we can be provided and protected for. And not only can we be provided and protected for, but can you provide and protect for the offspring that you want me to bear for you? Will we be safe and comfortable and provided for when I'm bearing your child, when I'm vulnerable? And for those that work and have a career, if they have to take off of their career, can you take care of things? All right. So hypergamy is letting a man be the head of a household. It is a woman that is willing to submit to a man that's not walking in his shadow side, that has the emotional maturity and intelligence and love and care to be able to lead his family and protect and provide and have an umbrella that his family can stand under and feel safe and secure. Isn't that a beautiful thing? That is absolutely a beautiful thing. That is what hypergamy is. On a negative side, people turn this into a woman being a gold digger, that women are disloyal, that we can never be satisfied. We're always going to be looking to upgrade, or we're going to just leave our husbands for another man that makes more money. A lot of people just make it all about monetary and money. Yes, money is very important. We have to be provided and protected for, but there are other things outside of financial that a woman wants to be provided and protected for as well. Okay, not just finances, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting a man to be financially stable. If you can't balance a checkbook, if you can't budget for your household, you can't even take care of yourself financially, why would that woman then want to make you her husband and have longevity with you and bear your offspring? That's not logical. It's setting yourself up for hardships, and the new terms that we hear nowadays is like struggle love. And that sounds really stressful. It is a setback. It is burdensome, and then stress, we know what that does. So it's a domino effect that devastates your life, or puts you in a position where you have to really work hard to bounce back from, and then hopefully be able to make better decisions moving forward. But hypergamy to me is a woman with high standards, is a woman that thinks she's deserving of, and not only thinks it, but knows she's deserving of and requires the best. It's a woman with high self-love and high self-esteem. It's a woman that's future focused on her legacy because, when we're building wealth with our partner, and we're able to do that, we're talking about a legacy. So now it's just bigger than me and that person, our children and our children's children. We're talking then about being purposeful. We're talking about having a mindset of abundance and expansion. And yes, we're talking about a woman that's willing to submit to her king, that's willing to submit. But, hypergamy to me, it allows a yin with a yang. So, the man is the head and a woman is the neck. And they both are extremely vital to be able to operate, because we have heads and necks, right? Don't we need our necks to even be able to turn? So both are working together. Both are working together. But, hypergamy, at least the negative views that people have on it, it's exposing that, people having issues with submitting. And of course, you're going to have an issue with submitting to someone who's not up to par. Why should you submit to someone that's going to just lead you to the valley, that's leading you in the wrong direction? But it's very easy to submit to someone who is providing and protecting for you, who is making decisions not only that are in their best interest, but in yours. Okay. So, I'm a fan of hypergamy. I think it's a beautiful thing. I do think that it's a natural order. And I encourage women to seek that in their life. I mean, does it mean that you just have to be a stay-at-home mom? No, but if you choose to do that, hypergamy is great. It means that your husband can afford to take care of your needs. Now, let's talk about what needs are, because I do think that the reason why some people in the left field view hypergamy a certain way, because they're thinking about gold diggers. A gold digger is not loyal. You're right. That woman is not loyal, but that's not hypergamy. That's a gold digger, and that's just someone who's only seeking to be taken care of monetarily and with materialistic things. That's all. She's not looking for love. She doesn't really care if it's a commitment, she just wants, and she could be doing this with multiple people. She could just have one, but either way, and she will leave for the highest bidder, if you will. But, when we get in our emotional maturity, we understand that it's not just the money. Yes, he needs to have that, because at the core level of a man, he should be a provider. That is one of the first things that God told Adam, is to provide for Eve. It's what he told her to do. Okay. So, I don't want to digress. We're talking about what needs are. A woman's needs are shelter, right? She has to have shelter. She has to eat and drink, right? Utility bills. These are the needs that a woman has. So when a woman is in a hypergamous lifestyle, even if she can afford to pay all these bills herself, she wants to partner up with a guy that could afford to pay those bills, and then everything else are, sprinkles. Those are the sprinkles. Those aren't her needs, but of course you will want it. Now, that woman might like to go shopping. She might like to go on vacations and, maybe have a bag or, the shoes. Those are just, those are extra things that a man could gift the woman that he loves in a hypergamous relationship, or any relationship, honestly, if he has those means. But hypergamy is not, seeking, that level of materialistic things. That's not really what it's about. That's not really what it's about. But this is the thing that I'm going to say. Usually the man that is focused like that can be the head of a household, he typically will be able to accommodate those things to some degree. Depending on what bracket he's in financially will determine how much of that he can do, but he will certainly provide your needs. That's the bare minimum. He's going to provide your needs. But I think a lot of women in their shadow side, they confuse what their needs are. Your needs aren't taking a million vacation. Those are wants. Your needs are having your mortgage paid or your rent paid, your utilities paid, food on the table. Your needs are making sure that your kids are taken care of. Your needs are making sure that, you guys are thinking ahead in life. You have an adequate savings. You guys are thinking about retirement. Those are needs, okay? Those are needs. The vacations, the red bottoms, designer bags, those are wants. And an intelligent wife, that wants this king is going to keep her perspective. Like, okay, should I be buying these red bottoms or should we be making sure we have the appropriate nest egg? Is that in order first before I did that? And now we're talking about being a wife. Because if you want hypergamy, you need to know what a wife is. What does she look like? How does she think? What does she bring to the table? Hypergamy is not just about what the man brings to the table. It takes two people to form this hypergamous relationship. So it's about what you bring to the table as well. While he is providing this roof over your head and feeding you and providing and protecting for you and everything, what do you provide for him? Will it be a clean home? Will it be, being his confidant, his companion? It's taking care of the children, maybe running those household errands. And then for some of you in hypergamous relationships, you may still be in your career as well. It's just that he pays the bills. Maybe he provides for 90% of the bills and you do a 10% of something. Oh, yeah, I go and I buy the paper towels and the things for around the house. Oh, I bought us a new comforter set. I'm always doing little decorations or whatever it is. Or, oh, well, he pays everything and I just pay the cable bill. It could be something like that. And that's between you and your husband. But at the end of the day, in that hypergamous relationship, he may not want you to pay any bills. I got it. You just, if you want to get the additional red bottoms and designer purses, maybe you're working a job, you could use your money on that. Or you could be building you guys' nest egg too. That's wise. That's wisdom. So hypergamy really is about preservation, not just for the self, but for the family unit. It's about keeping a balance, really, but we just have to have the right mentality and the right perceptions. It's not just all just focused on the man, like I just said, and what he can provide. Is knowing what a good wife is and what she provides as well. All right, because it really is being a team player, and it really is teamwork, you guys. All right. So, what else do I want to say about this? Yeah, I think I've pretty much said it. When a woman is dating, she is putting a guy into different tiers. She's going to see, is he a high tier guy? Is he average? Is he below average? And then super duper, that just really need to, like, why are you even trying to date? So it's necessary. It's necessary to examine that. It's really necessary to examine that because so many women have had so many hardships when they have put the baton in the wrong man's hand, and we have to do our due diligence to make sure that this guy can uphold the standard if this is what you're seeking in your life. Okay? And don't settle. There are many good men out there, And sometimes it may require interracial dating. So, keeping your mind and your options open to different, races of men. But don't let anyone tell you that you are wrong for wanting to be protected and provided for. You're wrong for wanting the man or the masculine energy to pay your bills. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. And you should want the best option that you could get at the end of the day. To me, a hypergamous woman is a woman that is in love with her feminine energy and that just radiates it. And, she's not trying to overpower a situation. She's not trying to control a man, but she's confident and she knows her worth and her value and she knows what she deserves. You don't have to be the man and a woman, to each his own. But I'm cool. Being a woman is plenty. I'm cool and secure in that role. Okay. So I just wanted to make this video to begin to talk about hypergamy and, hopefully debunk some of the negative perceptions about it. I think it's great. I think it provides a balance in relationship when both people are on their light side. It's a beautiful thing and everybody's happy. He gets to feel like the man and the woman gets to be the woman. All right. And, a lot of us want to be superwoman nowadays, and that's exhausting. That is absolutely exhausting. Personally, I will only do what I have to do. If I have to feel like I'm superwoman because I'm in my singleness or I'm a single mom and I haven't found my king yet, I'm going to do what I have to do. But the moment I could fall back, the moment I can just be a woman, just take care of my kids, enjoy that quality time with them, and just radiate and tap into my feminine energy, cook a good meal for my family. Like, the moments when I could do that, I'm going to do it. And I'll be happy to do it, because I'm in my feminine energy. All right. So I'm going to stop this conversation here. And let me know what you think down in the comment section about hypergamy. I love it. I love it. I know that a lot of my subscribers have been in narcissistic abusive relationships and, you weren't feeling protected and provided for. Or maybe you were with a narcissist that had the financial means and, he utilized that to negatively. He was in his shadow side, basically. Because a man could have money and wealth and still be unhealthy in other ways. So this is where our emotional maturity comes in. And I think this is why some people are in the left field of hypergamy. Oh, it's giving all the control to a man and letting him dominate over you and making you vulnerable and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, we're all going to take steps to be vulnerable if we are actually truly embarking on a relationship and opening our heart to someone, right? But we can make it less of a risk by really getting to know that person and having our emotional maturity be where it needs to be. Okay? And when we take chances in our emotional maturity, we're seeing angles, we're covering them, we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's, and we're not making ourselves vulnerable in ways that will devastate us. Okay. So yeah, that's what I feel there. Nothing wrong with hypergamy. I co-sign it and I endorse it here on this channel. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And that's what I have to say about that.